Yeah, no, well, that's right. Police are telling us that at this hour, there is no ongoing threat to the public. Now, there were some social media rumors going around earlier this evening calling this an active shooter situation. We can tell you watching at home that's simply not true. When we talked to police, they told us that this is an isolated incident. The suspect was not targeting shoppers. It was just possibly an argument between two people. But still, you have many shoppers who were here on this Black Friday leaving frightened.
Everybody was just doing their normal shopping.
Everyone was just screaming. It was complete chaos. It was crazy.
Devastated. I've never experienced something like this in my life.
Chaos on the busiest shopping day of the year at one of the South Bay's busiest malls. Valley Fair shut down as police and deputies evacuated everyone after 3 people, including 1 minor, were shot inside a Macy's. The call came in at 5:40.
You know, I'm 28 years old, and I feel like I've experienced a lot. There's nothing that equates to, a life or death situation like this when you're dealing with the unknown and you're dealing with an unknown threat.
Ali Dinesh ran outside the store with his family, but some of his group had to barricade themselves inside the store.
A lot of our family members have mobility issues, hearing issues, so even if they wanted to escape, they couldn't. My heart's still pounding thinking about it.
Luckily, people who had to barricade inside made it out after about an hour of waiting.
I think it was at least an hour. Yeah. There was actually a lot. Like, I had to call parents and just making sure like everyone was safe.
These women also had to barricade. Other people running and oftentimes pushing people out of the way.
Something in me just like I needed to run. Like I didn't want to be there anymore.
SJPD confirming that they were able to confirm the shooting is isolated and there was no active shooter threat.
We can say for a matter of fact that this was not unsuspected shoppers that were targeted here. This was an isolated incident with 2 individuals and unfortunately 2 others who were injured.
And as Black Friday is a busy shopping day, the weekend may be just as busy. SJPD saying that they're planning on beefing up security around the mall.
Matter of precedent, we always usually bolster whenever we have incidents like this with additional security, additional patrols here at the malls.
And on Friday, officers spent the next several hours patrolling with rifles and K-9s. Still, many people shopping on Friday, hoping for a peaceful Black Friday, are leaving feeling uneasy with a suspect still on the run.
Hopefully people are safe because it's actually very scary, and I think there should be like a change. There should be a change, definitely a change, because I shouldn't be scared to go to a place because somebody else has, like a weapon.
And you heard some of those scary scenes there in that store of people having to barricade themselves in dressing rooms, inside other fitting rooms and shops for up to an hour. Very scary, intense moments indeed for those people who had to flee immediately once they heard the bullets. They tell us that they expressed a lot of panic, people pushing each other over, just a sea of people trying to get out of this corner of Valley Fair Mall here. But when we did talk to police, they told us there were thankfully no other reported injuries from people who were rushing out of the exit.